Okay, class, so there's one last video that I need to show you, and that's simply how to turn in your assignments. So I did have someone try and email me their index.html one time, and that made me remember that I probably need to show you guys how this works. So when you are finished and your website is done and functional, and you've figured everything out, you've got your lightbox working, everything's copacetic, once you get it there, what you need to do is you need to zip it all together. So this is a code sample page. I actually don't need this. This is just for the purpose of me teaching the class. So I'm going to just remove that for a minute. Actually, let me just toss it out here because we don't need it anymore. And then you have to make sure that all of your images are in your images gallery, and that any resources you need, you can actually remove these unless I need to see any of them. So like these tiles and stuff like that, unless this tile is linked into your website, you actually don't need this resources page. So I am actually going to create a new folder, and I'm going to call it Wellington Travel Site. And I'm going to move the items into it that I actually need. And because this is on a hard drive, it'll copy over, it won't move. So I need my images and I need my index. Basically anything that's linked into the website and then the website page itself. So once you have that, double click it again and make sure that it's still working so that it has its link to everything. And then you can exit that, and all you have to do is zip this so you can compress it. You will now have a compressed folder that you can then upload to me in Blackboard. So this is what you actually need to turn in. Do not just send me this index.html. It will not work out of the context of these pages. For example, if I move it like over here, it might work because it remembers where the links are, but chances are you're going to get something like this. So you can see none of my images are showing up, my background image is gone, etc. So you have to make sure that the images folder stays inside the same folder as the actual index file. Otherwise, it's not going to work correctly. So just be aware of that. Make sure that this is what you're actually turning into me.